Hi, hi everyone. Welcome to the live stream. It's International Royals TV, and thank you for clicking. Please thumbs up and please like this stream as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. So, we are on Queen Elizabeth II's life history, and previously we have discussed, and you'll find them all in our playlist on the community tab and in the playlist section. We have discussed Queen Elizabeth II's beginning, as in from when she was born. We discussed her early life. We discussed heir presumptive. We discussed Second World War, her marriage, her reign, her early reign, political reforms and crises, perils and dissent, her turbulent years, dawn of the new millennium, diamond jubilee and milestones, pandemic and widowhood, platinum jubilee and beyond, and sadly her passing. That was session number 15. That was about her death. So today we are on her legacy, Queen Elizabeth II's legacy. So let's get started. This is session number 16. Her legacy in terms of Queen Elizabeth II. So, in regards to her legacy, I am reading from Wikipedia, that's the source. If you like to catch up in there, you can. But we also have a whole audio playlist, which you'll find in the playlist section and on the community tab. If you're not much like me, if you don't like reading, if you prefer listening, we have a whole playlist. So you can find it after this on the community tab. So let's go. Queen Elizabeth II's life history, legacy, beliefs, activities, and interests. Elizabeth rarely gave interviews, and little was known of her political opinions, which she did not express explicitly in public. It is against convention to ask her. I do apologize. It is against convention to ask or reveal the monarch's views. When Times journalist Paul Routledge asked her about the miners' strike of 1984 to 1985 during a royal tour of the newspaper's offices, she replied that it was all about one man, a reference to Arthur Scargill, sorry if I mispronounced that, with which Routledge disagreed. Routledge was widely criticized in the media for asking the question and claimed that he was unaware of the protocols. After the 2014 Scottish independence referendum, Prime Minister David Cameron was overheard saying that Elizabeth was pleased with the outcome. She had arguably issued a public coded statement about the referendum by telling one woman outside Balmoral Kirk that she hoped people would think very carefully about the outcome. It emerged later that Cameron had specifically requested that she register her concern. Elizabeth had a deep sense of religious and civic duty and took her coronation oath seriously. Aside from her official religious role as Supreme Governor of the established Church of England, she worshipped with that church and with the National Church of Scotland. She demonstrated support for interfaith relations and met with leaders of other churches and religions, including 5 popes. Try to pronounce this. Pius the 12th? John, wow, I don't know all these Roman numerals. I'm just going to use their first name. I do apologize. So we've got Pius, John, another John Paul, Benedict, and Francis. A personal note about her faith, often featured in her annual Christmas message broadcast to the Commonwealth. In 2000, she said, "To many of us, our beliefs are of fundamental importance. For me, the teachings of and my own personal accountability before God provide a framework in which I try to lead my life. I like so many of you, have drawn great comfort in difficult times from these words and example. Elizabeth was patron of more than 600 organizations and charities. The Charities Aid Foundation estimated that Elizabeth helped raise over 1.4 billion in her patronages during her reign. Her main leisure interests included, I can't pronounce this word, equestrianism and dogs, especially her Pembroke Welsh corgis. Her lifelong love of corgis began in 1933 with Dookie, the first of many royal corgis. Scenes of a relaxed, informal home life were occasionally witnessed. She and her family from time to time prepared a meal together and washed the dishes afterwards. So that brings us to the end of reading of the Queen's Legacy, and this is session number 16. If you'd like to follow up with it, you can also read it on Wikipedia as well. That's where I'm reading from, that's the source. The next session, we'll be talking about her media depiction and public opinion in terms of Queen Elizabeth II's life history, and that will be our final chapter. And then after that, I already did a poll and the majority said they'll like to hear Princess Anne, Princess Royal's life history next. So then after the final chapter, we'll be moving on with Princess Royal, Princess Anne. She's actually one of my favorites. So I'm looking forward to learning more about her life history, because as I'm reading it to you, I'm learning myself. And yeah, it's been really good. So thank you for tuning in. If you're just joining the live stream, please could you rewind it to the beginning so that you can hear session number 16 in terms of Queen Elizabeth II life history, her legacy. So that's session number 16. If you can rewind it to the beginning, you can hear this session. So I'll leave the live stream running for a bit so that you can catch up just in case you've joined. Please don't forget to thumbs up this live stream and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will put up a poll question as well. Please could you answer our poll question? Thank you so much for being here. And I hope to see you on the next session. If I will try to do it this evening, and if not, it will be the following day, definitely. And that one will be session number 17. And that will be called Media Depiction and Public Opinion in terms of Queen Elizabeth II's life history. Thank you so much, guys.